to where they not there no more, type shit. Shit, I don't know. I just think that's because there's good cops out there, but shit, nigga, I just know that them bad cops is motherfucking harassing them good cops if they is good cops, and
That's really all
then
you see these days is
too
fucking
much
like
harassment, nigga, they gonna turn bad.
all you really see on TikTok these days is like the bad cops. Like there is some videos of like good cops that people be like, damn, that was actually a good ass cop in the comments and
Yeah.
shit. But like
Oh God.
mainly all you see on there is like bad cops, like hitting
I
like I
think
seen one the other day, like punch a black dude through the window, like straight in the face, and all he was doing, he wasn't like reaching for his registration or anything or anything. He was like literally looking at the cop through the window. Both
yeah,
hands were on the steering wheel, and he punched him straight in his fucking face, bro. It's like,
bro, I'm telling you, they're pushing that shit. They're pushing that. They want them videos of the black cops tripping out, the
pushing
bad
that
cop.
algorithm.
Yeah, they want that only to have us like, oh, fuck them. So it could be tripping and shit. You gotta think they don't want us to be cops to be with us and all that shit either. So at the end of the day, they gotta motherfucking have us tripping and shit, have us not fucking with the cops. So of course they're gonna push that algorithm of just cops beating the shit out of the bad cops doing their bad shit. What the fuck they do when in the courts and shit? We done seen them motherfucking blast that nigga on the news and shit. Next thing you know, all they do is take his badge or some shit. They don't even fire him or lock him up. They just, I mean, they don't even lock him up. They just fire him or some shit. Nigga, fuck that.
Hmm.
Lock that nigga up. If it was anybody else, I'll be saying the same thing. Lock him up. Don't make it any different. Lock that nigga up. Just because he a cop don't mean give him a right to just go kill somebody.
They don't even do anything. Like, even if it is good cops and shit, they don't do shit about any laws anymore. I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah. That's the world we
there's a
live in.
literally a YouTube channel that like catches predators and shit, like pedophiles,
Hey,
and
you
then
got
they
a good
turn it into the
point, bro.
cops.
You got a good point because I watched a lot of cops as kids and them cops and shit. There was a lot of people that knew their rights. When they got pulled over.
Hmm.
Nobody knows their rights these days. Nobody gives a fuck to know their rights these days. Nobody, we
Exactly.
don't give a fuck about the shit we need to give a fuck about. Like, nigga, I understand like the driver license and all that shit's bullshit, but all that shit is what we need to give a fuck about. 'Cause I think in black community, me being a black dude, I don't give a fuck about that driver's license shit, nigga. If I'm a drive, I know how to drive. I'm a drive. Nigga, I'm not getting no license to be like, oh, you could drive now. You got a license. Fuck that. That's not they whole bullshit, nigga. But that's how I am. But I understand it. That's just their way to motherfucking track us, keep tabs on us and shit. I understand it.
Yeah, bro. Like there's a like I was saying, there's like a YouTube video or a YouTube channel where it, like catches predators and shit, and like they'll turn the information into the cops and be like, he works right here. Like you guys can just go to his job. This is where he's at right now. Blah blah blah. And then they don't ever fucking catch people out here messing with kids and shit.
Yeah, that's
Like
because they be
even when they have like their account and shit and like pictures of chat logs of them like
because
trying to
9 times
fuck
out
with
of
kids and
10,
shit.
they know what happened to that kid. I'm not saying that the cops motherfucking is kidnapping kids, but there is these higher, bro. We gotta understand we're in a world where they like kids. They're weird. They like them kids, bro. All them little, they be having little codes and shit. If you know Ellen and all them weirdos, they have little codes for kids, like pizza and shit. It's for like different types of kids, but they're weird in the industry. I peeped all that shit when I be watching.
And I don't agree with some laws either because like there was some shit about a year ago that happened a couple towns away from me where some old guy kidnapped this dude's daughter and he didn't know anything about it, but she saw him in his truck in town and like chased him down and like cut him off and shit to where he had to stop. Got him out, pulled him out of his truck and killed him.
Damn.
But like the dad went to prison for like I think it's like life or something or close to life. And it's like,
Yeah.
bro, he was
You
protecting
see,
his fucking daughter, bro.
Look, this is another thing. I'm gonna go back to the gangs and shit, bro. Did you know that originally that every gang, well, some of them gangs got added on through time, like different little sets and shit. But
Yeah.
Crips, GDs, and Blood was the original three gangs, besides police, KKK, whatever. But bro, these groups of the black community, it wasn't never like it is today, killing and all that shit. Back in the day, nigga, it was for learning. It was for understanding shit, how to grow up in this world and shit, history. What they did is they locked these gang leaders up and said they were cult leaders. I know you probably heard of Larry Hoover.
Sounds familiar, but doesn't really
Well,
like spark
he's a
anything that I
gang
know.
leader. He's a gang leader for the GDs. They locked him up way back in. You could Google it. I don't know when they locked him up, but it was like in the '90s sometime. He's still locked up to this day in Denver, Colorado. But basically, bro, what they did was they locked up all the gang
Damn,
leaders. Like,
74 years old.
yeah, he been locked up for I don't know how long, but basically they're going to say on there that he's a gang leader and all that shit. But that's because after they locked him up, that's what they're going to push. That's what they're going to say. But what he was doing was letting people know history. Everything that I'll be talking about, all the history of Egyptian times and all the black knowledge and all that shit that I'll be talking about, them niggas knew that shit and every one of them gangs. What they did was either killed them or locked them up and then pushed a different agenda out to where it got us tripping in gangs like this. Put cocaine out here on the streets. Put all this dope out here in the streets. Put it in the hood. Have these niggas tripping out. They did that shit too. But we all
Damn,
know they did that with the
he got 150 to 200 years.
yeah. He ain't kill nobody either. He ain't kill nobody either. It's because the shit he was saying, the shit he was speaking, he was giving the black community something to look up to. I ain't gonna lie. But he was it says gang leader for GDs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. GD stands for growth and development. So if you know your history on gangs, you know that growth and development doesn't mean any bad shit. It's for growth and development. It's like it was a little black organization to help with history, help you grow up knowing your knowledge. They locked him up, motherfucking said he was a gang leader. He killed all these people, made all these people kill all these people and shit. Yeah, bro, that's what they've been doing that shit to black people for the longest, bro. But it just got worse after that. That's when black people really stopped trying. When all these little organizations, black organizations, started getting fucked up and shit, that's when we stopped trying and started abiding by the rules. Well, we always gave these niggas hell. There was always like little groups who try to come and attack, or we try to be peaceful, have little marches. But we always tried what we can do. It doesn't matter though these days. That's why I'll be like, nigga, it takes all of us now. Shit, fuck all them. Yeah, we team up against all them cops and shit. We gonna have them niggas shaking their boots. They gonna have to call the military. I ain't gonna lie, but we gonna have to be motherfucking prepared because there's a lot of military. So they call them. It's a lot
Oh,
of
so you
them.
so you talking about getting prepared for the military?
We gotta get prepared for all of them, bro. You know, if some war go down with the people, nigga, they bringing nigga National Guard, Navy, nigga Air Force, nigga everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's not forget we got a businessman as president. That nigga's gonna be quick with the shit. Like, oh, attack him. Is who's in there? Is it low income? Attack him. Like you know, they ain't gonna give no fuck.
Straight to business.
Yeah, straight to business, bro. And he's
Just
gonna
like
look at it like,
Iran.
yeah, he's gonna look at it like, oh, this is good for business. Less people to have to deal with. Or some shit. He's gonna be less to deal with though.
Let's end it. Let's get it over.
Yeah. Shit. Cause you gotta think how they shit, we gotta think how they think, which is we can. We could think how they think because they're ruthless. Anybody can be ruthless, so we could think like them. But I honestly feel like these niggas think like if they attack us one good time, we will stop doing what we doing and listen to them. And that's actually what happened. They started motherfucking infiltrating on little groups. They have spies. Like it'll be black people coming in as spies in these little organizations and motherfucking go back and tell these white people the shit. Like, yo, yeah, that's how they used to do it back in the day. It wouldn't just be a white man just going up there busting down the door. Nah, they'll be motherfucking having spies and there'll be black people coming in with motherfucking wires and shit on while they have a meeting about some shit or learning about some shit. That's how they begin the information. You gotta remember everything that I'm not saying everything, but most of the history or everything that these niggas done as far as with buildings and everything they learned from us. And I'm not meaning that to be like no everything's learned from black people, but that's really what it was, bro. If you know the Christopher Columbus story, bro, this shit's deep. When Christopher Columbus came over here and discovered America, like they say in school and shit, there was already people here. The people that was over here was Indians. So what Christopher Columbus did was he slowly infiltrated the Indians. He played it cool at first. The Indians accepted him in. That's why I said, earlier when I said they made us the way we are, ruthless and shit. We wasn't like that back in the day because when Christopher Columbus came from across seas, these Indians accepted him. They didn't do him like what we think they would do for nigga coming from overseas. They accept him like, oh, come learn what we do, come learn our ways, come eat. You know what I mean? So what Christopher Columbus bitch ass did was motherfucking after he fucking figured out how they live and everything, is he killed them and took the land. And that's how America got started. Literally. So when you hear that these black people think that they literally had us tied up on boats, nigga, and had us going across seas on boats, bro. I believe they did that. But all of us didn't get here like that, bro. We were already here. You go around all around the world today, you're gonna see black people everywhere. I'm not saying black people like
Yeah.
that, but people of that skin tone, you're gonna see them everywhere. I'm talking about the Arabs and everybody too, because they're of that skin tone too. If you're able to motherfucking step out in that sun and get darker off that shit, then like that, we the same skin tone, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
People don't be understanding that shit when they be like, oh, we all different races. That's because that's what this government wants it to be. They want us to be separate. So of course they're gonna have all Arabs, all Mexicans, all white people, all black people. They don't want us to be together. So they're gonna make all these different races to motherfucking have us split up. But Mexicans, Arabs, black people, we all come from the same shit. Niggas just don't want to understand that. That's why I be trying to explain the tattoo in Harlem. As much as y'all be like y'all Dominican, y'all Mexican, nigga, we all the same people, bro.
Hell yeah.
You gotta go back to motherfucking history. It wasn't all like the color is today. It was black and white. You know what I mean? So it was easier to tell back then, but it didn't changed a lot to where it's hard to tell.
Hell yeah. It's some shit that I really like. Some shit I honestly ain't never really thought of.
Yeah. But yeah, hey, bro, oh yeah, nigga, that's what Thanksgiving, most of these holidays is evil, bro.
Evil?
Thanksgiving was a day, yeah, no, well, not evil, but massacres that happen on them days that they celebrate. Thanksgiving, They killed them Indians. The day Thanksgiving is literally the day that Christopher Columbus did what he did. When I told you he killed the Indians, took the shit, that's the day that he took the shit back in the day. Well, back in there, whatever you want to say. But uh fucking Christmas, yeah, they have it Santa Claus and shit, but Christmas really signifies it's a whole holiday for the devil. It's like for Lucifer. You know, like how they make them scary Christmas movies like Krampus and shit. It's kind of like they're signifying Lucifer and shit. And then Easter, you know, they signify Jesus, but Jesus is the same person as Lucifer. But then Easter, they're signifying that that's the day he woke up on the third day after he got crucified on the cross. On Easter
Yeah.
is when he woke up, resurrected. So that's all these holidays is like spiritually. They're spiritual shit. It's crazy. Except for little ones like Groundhog Day. That's a regular ass holiday. What else? What other holidays is there? Oh yeah, and they got us confused with the fucking months and shit, bro. Did you know that New Year's is not really on January 1st?
What?
Yeah, bro. You gotta actually do. You gotta actually look at the right calendar to look at. They fucked up everything when they took when they did what they did. They fucked shit up. You know, you said you watch X. You've heard X say know the laws of the land.
Hmm.
So there was already laws here before Christopher Columbus did what he did. See, um, when I say superpower, and we had, I've said it before, not in this right now, but I've said it when we talked about this shit before. But back, we people had superpowers, bro. We people were able to do shit. So there was a lot of, I won't say curses. I don't know how to put it, but there was a lot of spiritual shit that we walk on today that we don't know about. And ocean and all that shit, bro, is alive. You know, trees is alive, bro. Everything is alive. We just don't know it. Like,
The
nigga,
ocean is a different thing, dude. The ocean is a scary fucking place.
it is. It is scary, bro. It is. But just know that the ocean isn't here to hurt us either. We need that.
No, but I
So
mean the fucking creatures and shit that live in it, bro. Like
yeah.
they don't know any
But
better.
you gotta think through time though, what they've been through.
Exactly. They don't know what the fuck we're doing when we're on a fucking boat just in their areas, bro. Like that's their
Yeah.
home and shit. We're just
And I don't believe that dinosaur bullshit either. I ain't gonna lie to you, Jelly.
they used to be here. Like
Yeah, I don't believe that shit. I think I think they just trying to add shit in history to
so
make it
you
seem
don't
like
think dinosaurs used to
shit was
are real?
no, bro. If dinosaurs was who was here with dinosaurs to be able to document that dinosaurs was here besides
I
the
mean, I'm not
fossils
saying
that they
I do
took?
believe it. I'm just trying to get exactly what you're saying.
I feel like they can make them fossils. I feel like the shit that they find, they can motherfucking make shit. They can do that shit, bro. They have hella good shit, technology and shit. They can make fake shit. So I just feel like they just trying to add shit in history. They want us to think that life on this planet's been here long as hell. When in reality, nigga, it wasn't that long ago when life started. If that makes sense. And
Hmm.
it was. I don't know if that. I don't know how good I can explain that shit, bro. But they want to they shit they wrote themselves into history, bro. If you look it back in history, they wrote themselves into our history with everything. They stole our shit and motherfucking said it was theirs. So they wrote themselves into our history. That's all they motherfucking doing. With these dinosaurs, bro, they just having us like, oh shit. These no, I don't believe if dinosaurs did exist, I don't believe they look like that. That's what we gotta remember with these niggas. The aliens that we see on TV with the gray big ass heads, if there is aliens, I don't believe they look like that.
Nah,
Shit, they
you
gonna
said
tell
you
us,
think they look like us, right?
yeah, yeah, exactly, yep. Now dinosaurs, I don't know.
Like
I
walking
honestly
around
think
like you literally like
Yeah,
just
you
like
could
a
be talking.
normal human. Like,
Yeah, you could be motherfucking at work. You could be motherfucking talking to an alien. You don't even know it.
so in that case, do you believe in like skinwalkers?
That's yeah. Motherfucking, you gotta think anything. When I say alien, I'm saying anything that's not human. That's what I'm signifying as an alien. I'm not saying like a nigga in UFO. What they want to. I'm saying anything that's not human. So I'm saying shapeshifters, skinwalkers, yes, whatever you want to call them. Shit, they all the same beings, evil. They don't have no good intentions. But most of the, I done motherfucking done research on that. Most of these skinwalkers, if they do exist, most of these skinwalkers are just trying to live. That's why they shapeshift and shit. They just trying to, they don't go to their original form. They drop themselves down to our frequency. If you know about frequencies, they drop themselves down to our frequency because the world used to be at a higher frequency back then. It dropped so low because everything that's been happening on this fucking planet. So we're living in a world where it's like fucking a 3D reality, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
5D for whatever, whatever. But I believe they're able to shape shift based off frequency. So if you're not high enough on frequency, you won't be able to tell it's a shapeshifter. I mean, if you're not high enough on frequency, you won't be able to tell. But if your frequency high as fuck, you're able to tell a shapeshifter from the moment you look at them. You know, there's always in videos of people be showing the shapeshifters and shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like somebody's face will change in the middle of a video or something. So shit, they out here, I think. I just think our frequency's so low, it's hard to spot them. If we was at a higher frequency, we'll be able to spot anybody that's not human. I think that
Right.
was also the point of that They Live movie. When they put the glasses on, they was able to spot the aliens. But when they took them off, they couldn't spot them no more. I think that's all. But shit, I honestly feel like shit, because I know how I am spiritually, nigga. I'm very intelligent. So I feel like a motherfucker, I could have probably talked to a shapeshifter before and I didn't even know it. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Shit. Motherfuckers start, I gotta start paying attention. Cause even when we go to the stores and shit, bro, they everywhere, bro. We don't even know it.
You say there's other life on other planets?
Mm, ooh, that's a good question.
Like
Yeah,
you think there's actually like I mean there's supposedly we have actual rovers on Mars that we can see shit with, but
yeah, but that's what they said with the moon. But then I figured out that that was a motherfucking. They had it that whole. That was like a movie scene. So I'm not believing that Mars shit either. But honestly, bro, that's a good ass question that I can't answer.
what other life forms on other planets?
Yeah, because the way I look at it, when you die spiritually, I think you're able to travel. And when I mean by travel, I think you're able to go outside this world. So I don't think that there's life on other planets. I just think that after you leave this planet, you could you're able to go. I don't know, bro.
You think we just go to another universe?
Yeah, I think we just motherfucking ascend or descend. If you do what you need to do on this planet, if you live the way you live and know your knowledge that you need to know, of course you're going to ascend to a higher realm, higher frequency. But if you died or something, or you didn't die, it could be natural, but you lived a hateful life or some shit, you're going to drop down in frequency, which means going to hell. So I'm not saying that you're actually going to hell off that biblical shit, but I'm going to say that you're going to drop down in frequency to where you're going to live in misery. That's the type of person I am. I think that if the way you live, how you live your life, depends on what happens when you die. See, if you wasn't ready to die, so niggas that get killed, I feel like they get put back here. It wasn't their time yet, so they relive their life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you lived your life how it was supposed to be lived and you did what you were supposed to do on this planet, you go and ascend to a different realm. I won't say planet, I'm gonna say realm. Because we don't know if we could actually get on a spaceship and go up and get up to space. You might need to go through a motherfucking teleporting machine or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. So I'm gonna just say motherfucking damn bro, you got me thinking, bro. Shit. I ain't gonna
Like I
lie,
mean,
Devin.
they
You
could
got
they
me thinking.
like they could have a world just like we do.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You watch Stargate?
Uh-uh.
Bro, it's talking about exactly what we're talking about. You heard of that CERN shit?
Uh-uh.
I don't know where it's at, but you can Google it. It's CERN, but it's basically this big ass motherfucking looks like a teleport machine, bro. But I think that's what it is. I don't know. I'm gonna Google it. If you Google it, I'm Googling it with you. Hold on, bro.
Googling what? CERN?
Yeah,
CERN, the European Organization for Nuclear Research.
yeah, but go look at the images though.
God damn.
I
The
think that's a
collider,
teleport.
super collider.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know what it is, but it could be a portal. I know how they fucking look, or how they make portals look like on movies and shit.
Oh shit. It could be a portal.
Hell yeah. Who fucking knows? It could be a motherfucking black. They try to make a black hole. It could be something they trying to do. You know, if they
Yeah, but
make
I
a black
mean,
hole, that's black holes suck everything in. So that's the end of the
yeah,
planet
it's
right
like the
there.
whole goddamn Earth right there, just
Yeah,
gone. And that's terrifying to fucking think about, honestly.
yeah, it really is, bro. Everybody just
We would,
motherfucking,
I mean,
and
we wouldn't get.
it'll be like weird too, cause it's gonna be like flashy and like it's gonna seem like it's. I don't know, bro. That would be weird. That would be weird as fuck, bro. And I
I
wonder
just close my
where
eyes,
you
and when
would
that shit's
go.
over, I wouldn't even know it. Oh,
Yeah, but how do you? We don't know where we would go. Everybody thinks just because off these movies we go through a black hole and we just that's just the end. Who really knows?
I mean, where would you go? I mean, you think it's just like a
Uh,
portal, and we end up
Also,
somewhere else? Or like,
they want you to think that fucking darkness is bad. Look, all these scary movies, you go, oh, that nigga left. You go in the dark and oh, it's scary and shit. But bro, if we want to go off biblical and shit, before there was light, there was darkness. So darkness is actually good. And that's another thing for when I said you come back to this for getting reincarnation. I'm gonna get into that. I feel like in order to get reincarnated here, bro, when you die, now there's people that went cold blue and then woke back up and said that they seen the light. You know what I mean? So it's a proven fact that when you die, you do see a light. I feel like if you go into that light, you're getting reincarnated back to this planet. Like you're coming right back here. It's like a soul trap. But if you go into that darkness, you're spiritually you're ascending. You're not on this planet no more. You're done with this planet. You're not falling for their trap because that's all that shit is. And the Bible is a trap too. They say in the Bible, go towards the light. That shit's a trap. Don't listen to that shit. Go to game chat. I mean party chat.
I hope your voice is shared in there. If not,
I tell him to come to game chat
all right.
when he joins Fortnite.
Hey yo.